Hey, welcome back to Morning Munchies. I'm your host, Dominic Gonzalez, here at Kitok in Waco. I'm by myself, but I actually found the Kitok kitties. These are my homies. I love a cat. I love a good cat. Love a good cat. So here they are. Let me see how close I can get to them before. Okay, not close. Not close at all. So we're about to go inside and see what it's all about.
This is so fun.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was going to be like a full-on episode.
Oh yeah. Whole thing. Just
Wow, that's awesome.
What channel is it?
Channel 6.
Channel 6.
Channel 6 News, yeah.
Having celebrated its 50th anniversary last year, Kitok has gone from a small diner to a Waco historical marker, known for its blend of American and Korean flavors.
I worked here 2002 to 2008, and then 2008 my husband was injured in his job, break his hips. He couldn't work anymore, so I have to make money to support the family. He have some money from the workman's comp, so I buy a Burger Boy in Gatesville. So I went to do the business and Burger Boy for 10 years, and I finally asked this owner if if they want to sell it, I want to buy. So I finally buy this one after 10 years, and I took over 2018, and I'm still going.
I love helping her. You know, I've worked in the restaurant industry my whole life. I've ran restaurants, sports bars, bartended, did it all, managed. So I'm really primarily here for her. But I see so many regulars that come in and their heart is like, I don't know how to explain it. They love this place. They've been coming to, there's generation upon generation. They came as little children, and then, their parents brought them here, and then now they're adults and they have children. They're bringing their children. When they come to Waco, they remember Kitok, and they say, oh, we had to stop here. We had to come here, People drive several hours just to come and get our Oriental fries, which is mind-blowing to me, because it's like, wow, like they did something good.
Come along with me to try Kitok.
The Oriental fries are what Michael recommended for me to try. Here's a look at his review that inspired this episode.
It's been around since 1975. It is a small business in Waco. I had to get a little preview of what was inside the bag, because the fries, I've never seen it like that. This is a look at the fries. It has onions and some other stuff mixed with it. It told me to eat it with the sweet and sour sauce, so I ate it with and without, and either way it tastes really good, but it tastes even better with the sweet and sour sauce. I was quite shocked, because I was like, oh, I never did this before. You might be asking why do the fries look like that? It's Korean owned and woman owned, so they had to show respect to the Korean heritage. Now this burger, what I liked about it the most is that they put the tomato, lettuce, onion, and mayo on the side for me, so I can put it on myself. I know most people probably wouldn't like that, but I really did appreciate that, because I'm like, let me put on what I would have put on, okay? Because I know how I want the burger. There it goes. I got a double patty. Dang, I must have been balling that time. Big bag. Anyways, here's a little quick thing of me eating it.
I'm a fourth owner. The first owner, her name is Kitok. That's what they name of her name. Kitok restaurant. And second owner and a third owner was a second owner's sister. See, about more than 80% of stuff here is a handmade. Even though burger is a handmade, So there are a lot of work to do here, but everybody makes it different. I mean, there's the same ingredients, but with whoever makes it, it's just tastes different. That's how Korean food is. Most Korean people don't go measurement by the cups and spoons. we eye measure.
And then
Yes.
you have to taste it to make sure, you know, but that's why I'm like, Mom, I don't know how to make it your way. I don't have a recipe.
Someone who has a good grasp of the recipes is Carla Gomez, who runs the kitchen, serving as the solo cook whenever she's on shift. She told me it's important to her and everyone at Kitok that they don't serve anything they wouldn't eat themselves.
Yes. So that's one thing that we all work together on, making sure that everything that we're doing on the daily is pretty fresh. That way we can continue to have the customers coming in and they don't have to expect something different every time they come or not know what they're gonna get. I do like to have the customers talk to me and let me know how they prefer their meals, so they'll be satisfied. We've had moments where we are swamped. We run out of stuff. We are running like chickens with no head, but to be honest with you, if you ask anybody, that is my favorite time. Oh, really? Yes. It makes time go by fast, and I'm always up for a challenge, so.
The Korean food we have is a very common thing in Korea. Bulgogi, which is a beef and pork and chicken, galbi. Those is a very common thing. So everybody knows how to make. I mean, almost everybody knows how to make.
If you're Korean, yeah.
I'm not actually cooking whenever there is no cook, I cook. But if there is a cook, I just do all the side work, prep, making things and stuff like that. But all the ingredients that we make, it's in my head. And plus, I try to write it down, what to put and how much to put.
All right, so right now I've got the bulgogi, three-way bulgogi. We got chicken, beef, and pork. Now you can either order one of each or you can order like a mixed combo just like this. And then over here I have the mandu, which is like the fried dumplings. You can order them in sets of 3s. So you can either get 3, 6, 9, or 12, I believe, or just however much you want, but they're usually like in orders of 3s. And I'm also going to try the famous Oriental fries that Micah raved about and is what made me want to come here in the first place. So let's try this. And I love bulgogi already as it is, so I'm excited. Oh, it's like, and I was actually here for the making of the fried rice, so that's very exciting. It's just the right amount of seasoning. It's so good. And now I'm gonna try, that's just the rice on its own, the fried rice on its own. I'm trying it with the pork now. And this is marinated in-house, fresh. I saw it. I looked. I went back there. I was in the kitchen. Oh, and it's got a little bit of a kick to it. It's got a little bit of a spice to it, which again, at this point, you guys, I'm a champ. My heat tolerance after doing morning munchies has definitely gone up a whole lot. Next is the beef bulgogi, which I think might be the most popular, and just the one that I've had before. Not from here, but just in general. Tried and true. Thinly sliced beef. Oh, so good. Now we're trying the chicken. I haven't had chicken bulgogi ever. The chicken as well, thinly sliced, so it makes everything cook through real nice. Oh snap. Now on to the mandu. Served with soy sauce. This is their homemade soy sauce that the owner herself makes. You can't see, But this lady just said she's been eating here since the 80s. She was there. She was having to wait up there a little bit, and she was apologized for the wait. And she's like, "No, you don't have to apologize. It's always okay. I've been eating here since the 80s." And when she came in, I saw when she came in, she sat down. She's like, "I already know what I want. I don't need to look at the menu." And that's a lot of the clientele that they have over here. A lot of the customers, they're regulars, and you can tell there's a big sense of just like community and appreciation for the food and the hard work that goes into it every day. This is also delicious, by the way.
Perhaps the most popular recipe they have to offer is their Oriental fries.
This fryer here does not stop with the Orientals.
This is just one order.
This is one order.
And what's most popular is surprisingly their most simple. And the woman keeping their recipe alive and well is Sandra, another sister and manager of Kitok.
They mic'd y'all up.
They mic'd us. Did you know this is going to be like an actual episode? Like 20 to 30
on
minutes?
the munchies, the morning munchies or something. Yeah.
I had no idea. You didn't tell me all that.
It's something that Kitok, which was the original owner, Kitok created a long time ago whenever she first opened the business. She just threw some stuff together and battered it and fried it, and so then she named it Oriental fries. It's just potato, carrot, onion, and parsley. That's all it is. It comes with a bowl of my mom's homemade soy sauce, and it's really good with the burger. And so it's crazy because we're supposed to be like a Korean barbecue place, but we're known for our burgers and fries.
Yeah.
How much would you say you go through every day? Because I'm seeing the portions that you guys are handing out, and they're huge.
They're
portions.
huge, yeah.
So is this like? Do you think this is gonna last you the day?
Yeah, this will last us today. So during the weekdays, we make at least 2 buckets, and then the weekends we'll make 3 buckets, the 5-gallon buckets.
Wow.
And a lot of the times we'll run out. We won't even have enough. So there's been times where they call me up here to make fries real quick.
Wow.
But yeah, it's a lot of fries.
That's awesome.
So right now I'm just mixing them around in the batter, not the batter, the egg wash.
And when do you know it's ready? It's just kind of, you've done it long enough to kind of know when.
Yeah, whenever it all looks mixed pretty well to where if you grab a handful, it'll be like a good amount of everything, the carrots, onions, and the parsley, you know.
So that's Kitok's famous Oriental fries, an order that proves simplicity, when done right, can endure for generations. And much like Kitok itself, the fries haven't needed to change to stand the test of time.
And this is the original bowl that Kitok used whenever she first came up with these fries too.
Oh, snap. That's cool.
Everything is really old school, if you can't tell.
Yeah. That adds to the charm.
Mm-hmm.
These Oriental fries, they've been talked up this whole time that I've been here. We're about to try it. Here we go. So for these fries, I think I figured it out. The key is the sweetness of the carrots, the flavor of the parsley, and you've got the onion. It all blends well, really well together. And then you've got in the soy sauce, as it was recommended to me to dip it into the soy sauce. Yes. So great. All right. And I'm usually like I need to have my fries with ketchup, to be honest with you. But this, I'm not missing the ketchup. The soy sauce is just enough.
A lot of people around the community and around everywhere, they are open to trying new things anyway. So we get a lot more people trying the kimchi. Like kimchi to me is an acquired taste because it's like spicy fermented cabbage, and so you either like it or you don't. It's really not like an in-between thing. Have you ever had kimchi before?
I have not had kimchi.
Do you like spicy?
I do like spicy.
Okay, this is the kimchi right there.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I got some kimchi here. I've never had kimchi before. And just like we were told, it's you either like it or you don't. I do personally love cabbage. I've been scared to try kimchi because I've heard the same thing. It's like, if you know, you know. If you don't like it, you know. So, here we go. For the camera, for Morning Munchies. I think I can confidently say that the kimchi's not for me. But that's no surprise there because, yeah. If you like kimchi, I'm sure this is fire kimchi. So yeah, it's just personally not for me. Everything else, absolutely 10 out of 10.
A good example of Kitok's commitment to fresh ingredients could be found right outside their front door, where they grow their own green onions.
I didn't know you had a garden.
Yeah. Sorry.
Does it just for green onions?
Yeah, we put this is the green onions we put in the soy sauce.
Nice. That's so cool.
Yeah. So this garden was originally here from Kitok. Kitok had a garden years ago, and then all the previous owners there was no upkeep with it. Right now it doesn't look very great because we haven't had a chance to come out here and do any upkeep. But so we brought the garden back whenever my mom took over in 2018, and we've noticed that green onions is the one thing that always grows.
Yeah.
And so we kept the green onions and we use it in the soy sauce and the bulgogi sometimes. And yeah, we tried to grow other things out here, but it really didn't really work out too well. So yeah,
That's really cool.
there's this, I call her Ninja Lady because she always wears this paper towel around her head and she looks like a ninja, but she's an old Korean lady that has been going to our church for a really long time. And she is the one who keeps up with the garden, and she's like almost 90, or I think she hit 90 maybe, and she still comes out here and bends down and is gardening. She does all this by hand. Like she tilled the garden by hand, she planted everything by hand, like everything old school, like how she would in Korea.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I like that. I like that it's like fresh ingredients that are like right out here.
Yeah.
Ninja Lady, as Sandra described, is just one example of the strong bond that Kitok has been able to form with the community.
I know most of the picture up there, all the little kids, they're adults now. They're like graduate college or have a job elsewhere. They come over here, they look at, look at that, that's me,
Mm-hmm.
you know? Yeah. They're really, love to watch their own picture when they were little.
We have a ton of regulars, like second, third generation families that come up here that bring their kids, and now their kids bring their kids. And everybody knows Nico because they, whenever I was pregnant with him, I was waiting tables, and all of our regulars like basically have been with him. Yeah, been in his life since he was a baby. Whenever he was born, we had a little baby playpen set up over there on the other side, and so he was always laying in there while I was working, or he was on my back, and every time I put him on my back, he would fall straight to sleep. So he was on my back sleeping while I was waiting tables, and so like, yeah, and so everybody knows our family, we know their family, so it's very
They're
close.
our family.
Yeah.
And that familial bond they have with each other and the community is their secret to success.
We kind of intermingle, but we work as a team. So when we're here, we can talk about home stuff or, work. And then when we're at home, we talk about work and home, So we kind of just, but the good thing about us is we work all together as a team, and that's what family is. You're a team.
That's the fun and easy thing about working with family is that whenever we do have the kids, if one of our kids are sick or something, or they miss school, like today, Nico missed school, it was my fault. But we could bring our kids up here.
And I think that's what she was trying to get at earlier, why she loves to present pictures of our customers and stuff, is because it's our family too, you know, almost.
So, here's to 50 years of Kitok. What could be in store for the next 50?
Some things that I have in mind for the future, if possible, I'd like to either rebuild or relocate. I'm kind of torn between those two, just because, you know, this is a historical landmark, and people know this place, and we've been, you know, in, you know, Waco's favorite so many different years, and they know this location, you know, so it's like, okay, I could tear this down and rebuild and keep it here, or move to another location.
That's really good.